Guys, it's Marina Archer here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Marina. And today we're going to be doing a foundation routine. And what I do with this foundation routine is I make it look dewy and natural. And I think this is the best way to do your foundation. It looks very pretty to me. If you do have oily skin, you can still do this look. Just make sure you powder. Do what you have to do in your oily spots. Like if you get oily on your nose and your cheeks, or your T-zone, anywhere like that, make sure you put powder. Make sure you put powder on your nose and all the spots you get oily, and you'll be good to go. But for me, I am oily. I have dry spots places, but this is how I like to do my foundation. I think it looks really freaking natural. So let's get started. So I'm taking the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation, and this is a matte foundation. So if you are oily combination, you can use this foundation. There is a dewy part to this. Like there's a dewy foundation of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. But I use the Matte and Poreless just because I am on the more oily side. But to make it dewy, I mix in this NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. And this is the shade Gleam. And I mix this liquid illuminator with this foundation. I think it just looks absolutely perfect. Like, I love how it looks. This is my updated foundation routine. This is what I do on a daily basis. So if you want to see how I do my foundation, just keep watching. Let's get started. So I'm gonna mix these two together, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and now I have this mixture of the liquid illuminator and the foundation. So I'm just going to put this on my face and show you how beautiful it looks. Like, I am obsessed with how good this foundation looks when it's mixed like this. So I'm taking my mirror and I'm just going to put dots on my face of the foundation, and then I'll blend it in. Actually, I'm going to take this brush again. I forgot to use this brush. My bad. But I'm going to use this foundation brush, and I'm just going to swipe that on my face. And I think this applies very evenly with the brush. But I think this foundation looks extremely good mixed with this. Okay, so now that I have that foundation on my face, I'm going to use my makeup sponge, and I'm going to blend that all in. And I think this is medium to full coverage. I think this is a pretty good foundation that has pretty good coverage. So if you don't want to go out spending like $20 on a foundation, you can go get this foundation. This is a $5.99 foundation, and it works like a dream. So I really do like this, and you guys should go get this foundation because it is just so good. But when I have all the foundation all blended in, I'm going to go back to my problem areas. And we're going to put more coverage right there. So for my problem areas are my cheeks, because I do have a little bit of rosacea, and I do get red on my nose as well. So we'll go back after this is all blended in. We're going to put a little bit more on the cheeks and my nose. But I just love the way this foundation looks together. I'm also putting that on my ears as well, just so it looks even, in case your ears are lighter. Now I'm just taking that sponge, dipping it in the foundation, and we're going to put that down our neck so it don't look uneven. That's what you got to do. And then I'm going to blend that in, and then we'll go back to the cheeks. I think Okay, so I think that's all blended in. Now that the foundation is all blended in, we're going to go back to my cheeks and my nose just because there is redness. And I want that to have more coverage around there. And I'm going to put this under my eyes as well for a concealer because I did run out of my concealer. I still have to go to the store and get one as soon as possible. But I think it still looks good with or without concealer. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Shimmer Whip, and this is Lilac Petal. And I'm going to put that everywhere where I want to highlight. So I'm going to put that on my cheekbones, right here. Put that on my forehead where I'd highlight. And my other cheek, nose, Cupid's bow, chin. So I'm going to take that sponge again and I'm going to blend that out. But I am going to use the other side that I did not use to blend out the foundation. Okay, so now that that is all blended in, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and I'm going to dump some in the cap. I'm going to take that sponge again, and I'm going to blend out all the creasing that happened under my eyes. And I'm going to use that powder to set it. I am not baking. I'm just pressing it under my eye. You can bake if you want. It all comes down to personal preference. But I'm just patting that in. Okay, so I have under my eyes all blended out. So I just got all the creases off my eyelids. I'm going to put powder to set down my eyelids as well. So I have that powder all blended out, and now we're going to go to the whole face. So I'm using this Fit Me compact powder, and this is 120 classic ivory, same as the foundation, and I'm just going to get a little bit of powder and press that in very lightly on the rest of my face. And this is also giving us more coverage too, just because it is pretty much a foundation powder. Okay, powder is all blended into my skin. Now we're going to go in with the highlight. So I'm using this crease brush as my highlight, and I'm taking the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette, and I'm going to go in with the first two shades. Yeah, we'll do the first two shades. So I'm taking the pink one and the white and mixing that together. And then I'm going to put that everywhere where we just put that liquid highlighter. So on my cheekbones, my forehead, okay, so now that we have that powder highlight over our liquid highlighter, this is all I'm going to do for this look, and this is how my foundation looks. I like it. It looks dewy, it looks glowy, and I just love that look. So this is an updated foundation routine, and this is all for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Please hit that thumbs up and hit that bell by the subscribe button if you already have not. And you will see my future videos. Bye, guys.